So parts of this film really reminded me of a film that I really liked. And then the other part of the film sort of really felt like its own with a few surprises, and I really didn't mind it. So nonetheless, let's just not waste no time and get right into my review of the new film, Tropic. Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel today for another review. And today we're going to be reviewing the film Tropic, which made its world premiere at Fantastic Fest 2022. Now, talking about the comparisons here. Now, a part of this film really felt like the film Novice, which stars Isabelle Fuhrman, which was fantastic. I believe it might have came out 2 years now. If you have not seen that film, totally check it out. And the similarities to that film is really about this athletic, sort of this competitive nature of training that you may not see for sort of sports or jobs or just things that's just not in the prime spotlight. Like, we know what football training looks like, we know what soccer training looks like, we know what basketball looks like. But in that one, that was rowing. In this, we have two brothers who are training to become first generation European astronauts. So what does that look like? And instantly, when we see them underwater training, we're seeing them working on cardio, breathing techniques, and this looks intense. And the first thing I thought was like, oh man, I bet you they really have to do this for the film. And just seeing the repetitions of them doing this over and over and over, I mean, it just looks intense to the point that it's almost like insane. And I'm like, okay, so what's really going to happen in this film? I knew there was going to be something else to this, but the two twin brothers, and by all means, they shared this brotherly, much like as everyone, says about twins, they're connected at the hips. They think alike, they do everything alike, and they really do show this brotherly bond between the two of them, this camaraderie that just shows you how important Tristan is to Lazaro. And with this, this importance of this job that they're training for, to be first generation European astronauts, they're doing is trying to elevate one another. But Tristan has always been a little step ahead, and it's a friendly competition, but yet they also are just training to pull one another to just ultimately land a job, have all the tools they need to be the best they can be. But upon one night of them training, Tristan was in the pond, and they're doing underwater techniques, and something from out of the sky falls into the water, and it sort of lets out this cosmic gas, and this is a radiation burn like no other. And I gotta say, and by the way, this is taking place a couple of years into the future. They're taking place in 2041. And when you see this body after the radiation burns, this body transformation looked insane. The special effects folks did their job with the makeup and the prosthetics, just to how to make it look. It looked insane. Because it fell from out of the sky, so we're going to call it space radiation. And because we may have heard of it, but have we seen it? So it was just this little, for me, it was this disbelief of like, oh wow, is that what it looks like? I mean, I don't know, but like, if it is, this is intense. This is not just a regular 3rd or 4th degree burn from a fire. This is something much more extreme, and with this, you think it's just a body transformation that he now looks deformed, but it also brings about an illness. So he's not able to do what he was used to do. And Lazaro now doesn't have his brother, his anchor, his friendly rivalry, but nonetheless his brother that they've always done everything together. So now the dynamics between the two brothers change. It went from being Tristan being the person up top to Lazaro trying to catch up to him, and all sorts of different things around them. Like, Tristan being the bigger brother, protecting, sort of the bigger alpha of the brothers, kind of protecting Lazaro, but now he can't do so. So now Lazaro's switching roles, and there's just a lot of things that just happen. So for me, I love the performances between the two brothers because that camaraderie, they really displayed it on screen to the point that you really go on this journey with the two of them, from the struggles, the ups and downs, all sorts of different things, and they go through a lot. And I think that, being able to depict that on screen makes it like there's something very easy, but when you're able to do it and like the audience can actually feel that connection between the two brothers, it's very suspenseful. The drama and all of that really brings it to light. And then, like I gotta say, the visuals is just really good as well too. From the underwater scenes, that night scene when the object that fell out of the sky, there's a lot of really visually stunning scenes in this film. And then again, I just keep going back to the emotion because the emotions between these brothers and how they display them from everything they're going through is a lot. And I also think that it does tackle a lot of very basic human emotions, from shame and pride, from the transformation of him being human to sort of a monster, and love and rejection, and then ultimately, their dream was to be astronauts. And is that still possible for the two of them to be astronauts? Well, clearly one of them can't, but does the other one still go on? And that is a very, very heartfelt element of this film that, once you get to the conclusion of it, it's going to be special. It's going to be special. That's just the way I can put it. You may know what's coming, but until you see it, the emotions just really it's going to hit you in the emotions, and this ride of emotions that you're going to experience is something that I did not expect upon the beginning of this film. So I enjoyed Tropic. This was a very this was an unexpected film. Did not think it was going to be what it was going to be. I thought they was going to tailor more to like this monster element. There's also a little bit of brutality in this. There's some gore. There's some things that kind of happened that I wasn't expecting, So it gets real in this film, but I just was not expecting ultimately how this was all going to play out. I thought novice instantly, like, oh, they're just going to train and train and train until they eventually become astronauts. But no. Much more different than that. So, but hey, check out Tropic. Again, it made its world premiere at Fantastic Fest 2022. Once you check it out, folks, jump in the comments, let me know your thoughts about it. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews very soon. Big gold bell.